through 2025. There are a few examples of that.
140.
In Switzerland last year, September, Willie O'Connor played superbly in his first match, and then overnight somehow put his back out, needed to find an emergency physio on a Sunday, which just in Switzerland doesn't really exist. And that kind of put pay to his chances.
41. William, you require,
and of course missed out on some
138.
big tournaments as well, just by being edged out in respective races.
Oh, how about this? How about that, Willie O'Connor? Josh Rock threatening a 4-visit leg. Willie O'Connor with the 1-3-8. A little bit slippery.
$90.
In and amongst it all, Dan, forget Josh Rock's 24 years of age.
Joshua requires 71.
Things like that can happen, but the maturity he's shown at times over the last couple of years,
31. William, you require 145.
it's impressive, and you get the feeling there's more to come. Will there be more darts to win this leg to come for Josh Rock?
105. Joshua requires
Yes, there
40.
will.
Game show the fourth.
Only requires a couple of them.
Fifth leg is
Willie
William
O'Connor
to
had left
first.
himself pretty on
Game
tops as
on.
well, but Josh Rock is now sitting pretty in this match with the 3-1 lead.
He's just getting lots of chances, isn't he? And it's too much for Willie O'Connor.
100. William, you require 161.
Massive ask this. Too big an ask.
65. Joshua require 101.
Ooh, double-double. That's a funky way of
61.
going.
William, you require 96.
This would just simply be to stay afloat.
$88. Joshua require 40.
I was about to say it's been one of those days for Willie O'Connor. Combine that with Josh Rock in this kind of mood,
Game show the sixth leg.
and you have all the ingredients for a very one-sided affair.
Looks good for another. And gets it.
34.
Following those good darts so regularly, Josh Rock. The very assured performance from him.
60.
It would be apt if he
Joshua
wrapped it up with a ton plus
108.
finish, wouldn't it?
Might do just that. Tops it is. And that is a superb display from Rocky. The number 9 seed wins it by 6 legs to 1. He lost the first leg, but only because of a brilliant 1-3-8 checkout from Willie O'Connor. And O'Connor barely got another look for the rest of the match. Powerless to stop Northern Ireland's number 1 from motoring through to the final day.
And incited the crowd to assist his run. However, the early signs of Clayton can do that and put them together that tightly. Gavlas is going to have to find another gear. Now, with all due respect to the man from Czechia, I think these people are all here for Krzysztof Ratajski.
58. Johnny require 80.
Over the top of that. And one in the red bit at the top.
Game show the second
That
leg.
looked
Johnny
very,
Clayton.
very straightforward, didn't it?
Third leg, it's Adam to throw first.
The success for Gavlas was making quarterfinals on the European Tour. For Desvan and Hop, it was winning
140.
multiple times. And Clayton's left 80 again, so Gavlas can do nothing about leg 4 unless Clayton makes an error. But can you really classify missing an 80 check out as an
59.
error?
Johnny require 80.
Darts to win every leg so far. He should get a dart to win this one. Is it as straightforward as before? You bet it is, Johnny Clayton.
Honestly, the World Cup this year, if Clayton's playing like this, finishing like this, and the way that Price has been scoring on the Pro Tour, it could be devastating for every other country. He's having the odd bad start to a leg. He's able to fix it. This is a 97 average performance, and it feels like there's another 3 or 4 gears to find.
59. That'll be required 53.
Not really sure why he switched there, Johnny Clayton. I mean, he's got a better view of how his darts were lying, but it looked inviting. This is inviting for Gavlas. And that's an 11-dart leg from Adam Gavlas. Excellently done. Cuts the gap to just 1. And this game, while it has been Johnny Clayton who's been the aggressor and the better player, it is not the most commanding lead in the world. And just 60 might open the door. Johnny Clayton might be closing this one out.
125.
It'll do.
It'll do, but how good was the marker in this 60 for another one? Why has he gone bull?
He knew there was a 5 on the end of it.
Because if you have 135, you go bull first.
Yeah.
But not with 1 dart left, Johnny.
Yeah.
30.
Well, it doesn't matter. Adam Gavlas rallied in this game to make things really, really difficult and really interesting. But he couldn't take the chance to lead. And Johnny Clayton has shut the door in his face, and the Premier League leader is through to the final day of the Poland Darts Open. A really good contest in the end. Adam Gavlas once again showing this weekend that his second coming on the PDC circuit may yield some success, but not successful tonight, as Johnny Clayton will face the winner of our next game on stage between Joe Cullen and the late call-up Michael Smith.
Smith looking to level it with 68 points.
28.
Second time in 2 legs, can't quite find tops.
Joe's got a history of 170s. This is not going to be one of them.
96.
He's up on a 2-darter, just in case Michael continues to miss at the outer ring. He's already missed 2.
30.
Now he's missed 5.
And
Cullen gets his wish. Unexpected chance to take a 2-0 lead. Now it's awkward. No, it's not.
The second leg, Joe Cullen. Third leg is Joe to throw first.
There's a lot of similarities between Joe Cullen and Johnny Clayton.
Michael, we require 107.
If you're watching this game trying to figure out what they're doing with the counting, and you're getting it right every time, I'm going to give you an A++.
28.
You're flexing their darting brains here. That is not good from Smith, though. You want it to be way south of 142.
Michael, we require 142.
What's the league double 11? Does.
131.
He could be in the distance in this game. And he might be 3-1 down.
He's had darts for every single leg. It's scrambling required for Joe Cullen.
57.
Can't clutch the
Michael, we
ball.
require 11.
If he'd hit that ball, that would have been naughty. Great single. And a lovely double 2 as well to square things up.
Joe to throw first. Game on.
Well, he'll be feeling that's the least he deserves, Nico, a level game. Michael Smith felt that he would ever play against Joe Cullen again in these kind of environments.
100.
How?
What a dart that was.
How on earth has he done that?
Well, he's a rugby league fan, isn't he? And that was a kicker special through the post. What a shot to lead tops.
And he swaps the tops as well. Perfect. Right on the top wire.
No reaction either. That's the kind of dart he hits all the time. It's just another treble 20 to him. But to people like us, that is superhuman. Look at that.
Still looks like it could be anyone's.
It's a great maximum.
180.
In this position, if Michael wants to win this leg, he's going to need Cullen to miss again.
140.
Second maximum for Joe Cullen.
105.
Too bothered about being on 162 with Michael Smith not on a finish either.
I sincerely hope, Niall, that he's not one of the people from this weekend who's going to go
90.
25-32. Now is not the time. Too wise. Too good as well. That was a big shot, because the misses from the previous leg are now forgotten.
Two blockbuster names with a pair of blockbuster performances as well. 9 maximums for the match. The bulk delivered by the bully boy. Just for a second, the crowd here in Krakow thought he was going to add another.
Got to be big.
100.
Well, they're both on 2 darters at 5-5. Who wins it?
Double 18, Michael Smith. You are magical. A round of applause from Joe Cullen. What a match that was. He wasn't even meant to be here in Krakow this weekend. Michael Smith has turned in a performance to remember. And Joe Cullen, well, he's been excellent in the 2 matches he's had, but he falls to his old mate, Bully Boy. And a release of emotion from Michael Smith, who hit 7 180s in the match. Joe Cullen hit a pair of maximums himself. He was 5 out of 10 on his doubles, but Michael Smith managed to squeeze over the line in another excellent encounter between 2 top-class operators.
Just on the darts here, looking to get the breaker throw that's going to give him that cushion. Starting to move through the gears. Himself on a potential 11 darter. First maximum Mike Dedeker, but is it too little too late in this leg? Ooh, 12 off, leaves 74. He looks like he's covered the treble 18. I think he'll have to go to the 14s.
Yeah, he's still thinking about it. Shall
Unless he goes bull. No, treble 14 and double 16. Flawless on the doubles for Luke Littler.
140.
It's good, but it needed to be perfect to get down to a finish. 171, 171, 171, and an absolutely beautiful one as well. The last 3 legs for Littler have yielded 3 180s and that 171. The high watermark for this tournament in terms of the numbers, with Andrew Gilding's 106.5 average yesterday, it might be absolutely blown out of the water, because Luke Littler is perfect on the doubles tonight.
7th leg.
A little bit more into Dedeker's hands, talking about straight leg play first 6.
140.
And Luke Littler gets into a lead. So hard to catch, so hard to stop anyway.
Oh, I forgot about the format.
6.
The averaging in London teams, you don't miss any darts at double, you do not lose. Double 15. It is 6 out of 6 on the doubles. It is a perfect night of finishing from Luke Littler, backed up with brilliant scoring. And Mike Dedeker has been battered here in Krakow. Littler won the opening European Tour event the first 2 years of his PDC career, and he's looking to do it for the 3rd time running. And the starts go, they don't come much better than that.
Christoph had 3 words for us. He says, it's not cold.
44.
Pretty used to it.
Luke Littler, 74.
Lovely setup shot from Woodhouse, leaves him on a 2 darter. Use all 3. Shuffle to the right. Oh, you see, he's caught the flight there. Whether it was destined for tops, we don't know. Is Callum Ridge destined to throw at tops here? He might be. For 3-1. What a shot, Callum Ridge. Majestic bit of work from the Riot. He was only allowed 2 darts at double. Right now, Luke Woodhouse is averaging almost bang on 100. He's only had 2 darts at double. He should be getting more in this leg, though.
Well, at least this time, Rids is not going to leave him finish.
68.
Number 4. That's a 14-dart hold. Good stuff from Luke Woodhouse just to stop that run of legs.
This is just a continuation of the ongoing test of Woodhouse's resolve.
What a response that is to the bounce out. And he's in real trouble in this leg, Luke Woodhouse. That is magnificent.
74.
You see, he's got more resolve. There's your proof.
98. Luca
4-1 down.
24.
Just when he got the break and he has a bounce out and he's seen Rids take the advantage. He's found 2 perfect visits and a 13-darter to level this game.
Ninth leg, Cullen to throw first. Game.
And this is everything that it promised to be.
Has got the resolve and the skills to get to 118 or better here.
Maybe better. Now he's desperate for another trouble.
140.
And he gets it. It is 118. Now Cullen Rids, it's enough to force him to go for the bull if he doesn't get a treble. The bull it is. And the ball is missed, and Luke Woodhouse can win it here from 4-1 down.
118.
Sustained pressure over the last 4 and a bit legs. And he's the first person to get a match-winning opportunity. 1 treble. Needs it now. Can he hit double 19? That's the difference. 2 best pals do play each other, and on this occasion, it does boil down to that. One person couldn't hit double 19, and he couldn't stop the rot. But when Woodhouse got his chance, he gets the only tongue plus check out of his game, and he rids himself of a very hard opponent in the Poland Darts Open. There is Mrs. Ratajski. She's a fine dart player herself. She was almost in the tournament, making her own slice of history. Well, the funny thing is, if you've watched a little bit of ladies' darts over the years, Carolina's played at Lakeside. The most nervous Christoph's ever been was watching his wife play at Lakeside.
108.
It's her turn to be nervous.
Luca require 100.
Ton up for Luke Humphries. Tops. 10s. 1-0.
Luke Humphries.
Hasn't played bad this week.
Second
He has
leg,
won a title.
Luke first. Goes up to 120.
To bring it to 2-2. This has got to be precise. And it is. Tops.
80.
Well, if this goes out, this will be some 6-dart kill from Humphries.
No assassinations here.
57.
At least not for
Goes up to
now.
require 40.
Ratajski for tops. Nudges the wire. And again.
No score. Luke require 89.
That's one of the reasons why he prefers 32. Speaking of which,
Games on the fourth
Luke Humphries
leg,
likes it a lot more now. He's re-established that 2-leg cushion. It could have been so much worse. Oh, the scenes if that had been found.
132.
Well, Humphries has been denying Ratajski opportunities early in the match. Can he do it again? Not this time.
66.
It's in these moments where Humphries really has to keep his head. Because if the noise goes up, he's got to absorb it and just move on. He's still got a 2-leg cushion, but Ratajski will claw and scrape as much as he can. Read the mood of Luke. It's one of focus. There's a little bit of disdain as well. He's 5-2 up. I don't think he'll enjoy how he's played.
132.
He's had the lesser average for about 80% of the match.
but his finishing has been so solid. 5 out of 9 on the doubles.
136.
Couple of maximums.
Well, how does he find the 60 now?
60.
It's always going to be difficult. Humphries can put him under big pressure again. How does he do that?
140.
Honestly, that's one of the best 140s I've ever seen.
76.
That was sickeningly good.
Might pale into insignificance.
Yeah,
There's Krzysztof Ratajski has won another leg. 5-3 now.
Incredible score there from Luke. But is Ratajski in the driving seat? A lot of people would rather be not on a finish here. Because a 164 is a 3% shot. He missed 136 to win. Can he get to the bullseye?
No, he can't. Needed 2 of those treble 19s.
42.
It's not a very good visit in the end from Luke Humphries. What a chance this is.
What a chance it was. Well, Humphries tried to square up at a ton or better,
76.
and he couldn't get the 25 or bull.
122.
Now he's praying to get to the bull. Here come the boos. It was going to happen at some point,
Thank you.
but now Ratajski could take us the distance in the main event.
Require 40.
This man is so often cold-blooded and steely-eyed. And he does hold his nerve. And Krzysztof Ratajski, who was 4-1 down, has taken us down the stretch. At the critical time, Humphries is going to jump all over that.
100.
Well, he doesn't like it. He's angry. He's ticking up there, Luke Humphries.
I was expecting him to go to the bull with dart 3 to try and take the one off the end, so he could maybe go for 156. On the bright side,
57.
he's got one healthy lead and he can do whatever he wants from here.
Well, he's not going to have a shot at the bull to win it, but it doesn't matter because, as you say, 278 is the Ratajski equation. It's too much for the Polish Eagle at this stage, and he's just fallen apart a little bit.
97.
Right at the death.
31.
Humphries to seal it. What a game it's been. Double 8, double 4,
Game.
and Luke
Shot.
Humphries
And
progresses,
Luke Humphries.
but only just. Krzysztof Ratajski, the hero, the king, the ultimate name in Polish darts, and the crowd were well behind him, as expected. They're not cheering anymore, says Luke Humphries, because he's nudged his way over the line in the last leg decider. Ratajski was averaging in excess of a ton for a long time in that match. He was 4-1 down to Humphries. He forced the last leg decider, but in the end, Cullen showed his class. He wins 6-5. It can't be easy when you're constantly being questioned.
60.
Especially when it comes to Premier League selection, it's such a big talking point these days. To be fair, it always has been.
Oh, annual rage day of the Premier League selection is a tradition in darts. Unfortunately, it seems to be going on, turning into a few weeks now.
25 is picked off. Can't find the 60. Just strays next door into the 3. Zonneveld for a level game. Finds a treble. Leaves the double on the 14 segment. Neil Zonneveld back in the game at 2-2 and back in it with a breaker throw. And reflect and go, if only I'd won that title, what sort of a platform would it have given me?
Oh, there's a platform. Oh, couldn't nestle in alongside it. Well, you'd hope that Neil Zonneveld just thinks, I carry on playing like I'm playing, I'm going to get more opportunities. And he'd get an opportunity here. Leaves tops. Oh, just a little short, very nearly a spectacular 135 to produce a 4th consecutive break of throw. Bunting on the 65. Couldn't get this. in leg 3, but was allowed back. Might not be allowed back if he misses here. Tops. 4-2, we got daylight between these two for the first time.
Stephen Bunting. 7th leg, it's Niels to throw first.
He could have won this already. But Bunting, no need, no need.
126.
Couldn't help himself. Well, there we go. Look, the 5-180s, they've been balanced out by visits like that. It's a dozen trebleless visits for Niels Zonneveld. There's been some scruffy stuff in there.
25.
And it means that Bunting is missing and missing again. However, Zonneveld is not there to punish.
Yeah, there have been a few scratchy attempts at double for Stephen Bunting. That first
84.
effort at double 16 there was quite a way away
16.
from its mark. The second was inside. Outside. In the corner.
Stephen Bunting, 9th leg.
Just one more leg needed now for the bullet.
It can still be won. Big setup shot here for Zonneveld. The Dutchman will fancy his chances. He's crammed another one in there. And he's crammed all three, and it's off a dozen 180s for Niels Zonneveld.
He's going to get first look, but Stephen Bunting, here comes the bullet.
140.
Such a good team, 40. The last leg decider. Deep breath from Niels Zonneveld. These chances have not been going for him all match.
Staying on that segment. There's the bullseye. And Niels Zonneveld has missed a dart to take us to a decider where he would have had the darts, and Stephen Bunting gets match darts here. Zonneveld gave himself a chance, he's not able to take it, and Bunting take his. Yes, he can, but only just. And Stephen Bunting, the world number 6, holds off Niels Zonneveld. Triple Z. Very nearly taking us to a last leg decider where he would have had the advantage. Perhaps a missed opportunity from a man who hit half a dozen 180s but missed 16 darts at double. It's Bunting who'll face Watermaner in the last 16 tomorrow. We got one more game to come, and it features the world number 3, Jan van Veen. And Van Veen had better get his act together, otherwise he could find himself in all sorts of trouble.
96. Enrico 121.
He's in a really good position here, and he's continuing the level from his previous match. Now, you don't have to go 25 here. That kind of made sense, but I'm surprised he didn't go for treble 7.
And that's what I was expecting. Well, I hope Kurt appreciated that.
100. Enrico 40.
Van Veen's going to have to get moving sometime soon. This is only mid-80s from him. And Gilding is in no mood to be charitable.
3rd leg, Chiang to go first.
And it's only a tiny movement. It's not by much. Oh, well, that looked so good for another match, but it's 180, 140. And Jan van Veen, who's missed 8 darts at double already in this game, has dragged his average up to 94 here, because one of the best finishers in the game. He's right up there statistically over the last year or so.
100.
His scoring is really good.
What did he finish on last year? Was it 47% on the doubles?
Pretty much. And the best one, was he the best? No, Ryan Joy's maybe the best at double 16. There's not much between them. And it's not huge amounts in terms of the percentage between, Jan and Ryan right up at the top. And then, Humphries and Littler and all those guys. But those odd percentage points add up over the course of a year when you're talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of legs. Need to go to the 18s. Oh, well, he's managed to hit double 16 when he wasn't going for it there.
Has he been hanging out with Boris after what he did today on 68? He went for double 16 to try and leave double 18, then hit double 18 and missed double 16 for the leg. was mystifying and brilliant.
Yes, we'll be back.
78. Giannico 16.
Order.
There
we go. Jan van Veen has levelled this game up from being 2-0 down, and what was looking like a precarious position is now looking a little bit more relaxed for Jan van Veen.
Didn't win again. This narrative of him constantly making finals, he'd like that to stop in 2026.
138.
Feels important, this passage of play. Get another in there. No, he can't. Gilding's got a shot.
But just because you get the first 57 doesn't mean you've got to stay there. You could move.
True, and it didn't look the greatest lie for him. But that's a great dart from Gilding. Bullseye for the lead. 130 check out, Andrew Gilding. Biggest finish of the match so far, advantage Goldfinger this evening. Well, that's 6 180s for Jan van Veen, and that's probably the best one of the lot considering where the darts landed.
How has he got that third dart in there? I was lauding Humphries 140 against Ratajski, which still I haven't made sense of. But that was just as ludicrous. But it's raining big scores now.
Gilding down to 41 after just 3 visits to the board.
97.
But this is just for a holder throw. He might need a leg like this to break in the deciding leg, but he's got to get there first. Can he get there? Tops. Andrew Gilding is taking the world number 3 to a one-leg shootout for a spot in the final day. Can you see it off? Won't do it in this visit. Andrew Gilding to win this sensation.
Now I get it. 129, you can do that, leave 32.
It's not going to go.
That can't be done. And that may be the only chance that Andrew gets to win this game.
60.
Because you know the rest. 32 left for Van Veen.
32.
He's missed 16 darts at double in this game. And he has just missed 3 for the match, and Jan van Veen cannot believe it. Andrew Gilding could get 2 match darts, he might get none. Good guide for the treble. Oh, how is it not dropped in?
47.
That's about as disgusted as I've ever seen Andrew on a missed treble 20.
That is brutal for Gilding. And Jan van Veen punishes. The world number 3 survives that one. Andrew Gilding pushed him. He averaged more than him. He was better on the doubles. But Jan van Veen, the scoring power, the 180s in particular, bought him just enough chances to book his spot in the final day. And we have a cracker of a game between him and Nathan Aspinall in the last 16 tomorrow.